to think biblical basketball or just the walk-on area or the other sport like man.
Oh, what is this going to
Because those are going to be the segments, you see what I'm saying? You got your segment, biblical basketball, I got NBA training, then walk-on, and then just sports. And so those are different segments, but like,
well, I thought we was just going to do, because I sent you them pictures. They wasn't good quality. This is, it was just like it's in my brain. But I thought Let It Fly would just be with me and you talking, doing whatever we're doing.
we still going to do that because we didn't script nothing, but I'm just saying, me and Khalees identified kind of like maybe an area, you know what I'm saying, of some of the things that's like,
Yeah.
we got options, that's why, but we could definitely go for it. If anything, so if I'm just flying it like that, usually I talk about what's going on now, yesterday, just because it's like fresh on our mind, and I can just go from there and then go. But if somebody identifies like a point, like, okay, well, that then I can kind of like that way too. So,
Okay.
what you think?
What you mean identify a point?
Like if you said like, okay, well, the aviation or, you know, training or college, you know, then we can still be on the fly from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really show like you be having. That's the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm respecting how you already be doing stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you don't have, I can do it too. I can do it too.
Okay.
You just ain't in that mode at all because it's not.
Well, what's up? You trying to say what subject you want to talk about?
Yeah, like what makes the most sense for us based on all the stuff we got going on. You know what I mean? Like the walk-on, something like we said, we talked about it a long time ago. So we could just, because of the fact that we already know that's like on the backlog, I guess you could say, we want to just try to.
Well, that's why I said I went to Mizzou and TCU. I wanted to set it up that kind of. But right now, if you just wanted content, because you said something about Jaylen Brown.
Okay, so yeah. So I did have that out that I wanted to talk about. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Kelly here with NBA Training. I got a special guest today, live from Forbes Arena, Morehouse University. NBA Players Association is here, hosting the Top 50 camp. It's been amazing. This is day 2. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to bring it to you. Don't touch that dial. But in the meantime, between time, I got my partner, Rob Stewart from the University of Missouri. Biblical basketball is his movement. Check it out if you ain't seen it. We just going to get into something. Like I said, I've been waiting the best for last. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been talking about Jaylen Brown, richest contract in NBA history. Everybody wants to say something about it. I've been waiting on this. You know what I mean? Because it's very interesting, my take on it. We'll put Rob on the spot. First of all, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
By the way, matter of fact, let me get this man just an on-the-fly interview. I just can't help it. So, you're a very interesting guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all gonna see what's up later on for real. But, yeah, Rob, so you got to practice today, right? Are you allowed to discuss some of the things that you got going on, or?
I don't know what's gonna happen at practice today.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't tell too much about it.
Exactly. So we're gonna keep that one for perhaps for later on. But Jaylen Brown, okay. What are your thoughts on that? You know, richest contract ever, $304 million.
I seen a report, 304. I didn't know you can make that much.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that contract was even a possibility to make $300 million in 5 years.
Yeah, $304 million over 5 years.
They're saying he's the highest paid player today. He's not the best
in the history.
Yeah, he's not top 20. I don't think if I had to pay players, I would pay him in the top 20.
Right.
But it does tell me the NBA's making a whole lot of money if they can pay Jaylen Brown that much.
Right.
Because you better believe they're making a whole lot more off of him.
Right.
Also, I heard Stephen A. Smith say this. They're going to have to pay Jason Tatum more than that.
Right, he did say that.
And then Steph's going to make more than that. And then it's just going to be... And I think I read something that said Juwan Howard made $100 million contract, was the highest at that time in '96. Then the highest contract was $200 million in 2017. Now it's $300 million in 2023. At that rate, it'd be $400 million in the next 3-4 years.
Probably $1 billion. I don't. Touching on what you said about him not being top 20, if you factor that in, we could be looking at $1 billion. That's kind of what came to my mind. You know, is that this might be starting the launch of billionaire athletes, which would be an amazing, beautiful thing, which is why being here at HBCU says a lot. You know, the NBA also is here reaching out to those young brothers in college and things like that. All-Star Weekend, they had one of the events, was it more HBCU game, I think Rambling. I don't know if you've seen that.
You know, Chris Paul do a lot with it.
But, you know, me real quick, that's kind of just, you know, I feel it really kind of similar. You know, it was, you know, but at the same time, you know, you got to also question if they're actually going to re-sign Jason Tatum. I think people are assuming that they're going to re-sign Jason. You would think they would, just using our logic, but I think they will too, by the way. I do. But I also am thinking, I'm like, I just don't know, because